the new Doom game got announced. And with that, hopefully, there comes some brutal ass music. And right from the get-go, you notice something when the trailer hits. Indeed, the music in the trailer sounds like argent metal. Actually, the music just sounds like normal ass metal, with a little bit of elements of argent metal. To me, it sounds like thrash metal or melodic death from the 2000s. And that is completely different from the distorted signals and ravaging guitars we got from MICK in Doom Eternal or Doom 2016. In my opinion, a normal metal style for the new Doom game probably really works, even though Hugo Martin and id Software completely rejected the idea of normal metal in the new Doom games at first.
It's interesting, when I was working on Doom, there was a really strict thing of like no guitars. They didn't want any guitars. They really wanted to shed anything from the past, yeah.
They wanted the soundtrack to be purely electronic, and it shouldn't have had anything to do with metal in the first place. But MICK snuck some guitars, and now we have that huge, impressive legacy of the new Doom games and the soundtrack. In my opinion, this more normal metal style can absolutely work for a Doom game. So it's interesting and surprising that they went this route for the new game, or at least the trailer. We don't know what the new game is gonna sound like. All we know is it sounds like early 2000s melodic death or thrash metal. The kind of sound I grew up with, actually.
I don't know. Let's enhance it.
Here I just gotta be honest with you. There's some metal choir in there, and I hear synthesizers, and it does sound like argent metal, but it didn't hit me, you know? But really what hits in this video is, you hit the like button, subscribe. The Doom Eternal soundtrack almost was bigger than the game itself, you know? The soundtrack was so popular. Whole bunch of reaction YouTubers reacted to the soundtrack. I didn't even see that much gameplay from others. It's almost like the soundtrack overshadowed the game itself, which is quite impressive. And maybe, just maybe, I'm just guessing here, that is on purpose and the focus might be more on the games. But it's just me guessing. And obviously there's a lot of pressure from the legacy of the newer soundtrack from the new games. Mimicking MICK soundtrack or trying to copy his style doesn't make any sense either, because everyone has their own footprint on the music. That being said, the trailer music just did not hit for me that hard. But then again, we have to look at the other announcement trailers of the newer Doom games. Did they hit that hard? Let's take a look. Yeah, that hits. Okay, I mean, yeah, that hits. These two trailers have a lot of similarity in their songs. A new game releases in a new age and setting, so this gives us a lot of freedom to make our own version of the trailer. Let's make some music. Let's go! Medieval. What's medieval? Horns, for example. Percussion. A tackle harper, that's for sure. And to combine it all, to make it brutal, argent metal style atmosphere. And before the big drop comes, when the Slayer fights demons, we need to establish our melodies. This little thing here introduces the riff. I wanted the riff to have a lot of character, so I decided on this one. And the main synth melody is already playing in the background. In the second part of this song, I have this cool marching part. And I made it even cooler by introducing it with a distorted synthesizer. And then of course we need a marching medieval army going huh, hoo, yeah. And there's a little bit of distortion on there to make it fit into the mix. Of course, I respect the work of the other composers that are actually working on the game. This recreation of the music is not meant to be to shit on the trailer or the composers. I mean, it might be even far worse, you tell me. But if you liked it, subscribe to this channel. It'll be a wild ass journey on here. Let's go.